Welcome to Mindful Empowerment. Today we want to talk about a productivity technique, the Pareto Principle. What is the Pareto Principle? It's named after an Italian economist, Vilfredo Pareto, who noticed an odd pattern of wealth distribution in the early 20th century in Italy and other countries. 20% of the population possessed about 80% of the wealth. This principle was later expanded to include other industries when an engineer, Joseph Juran, chose to look at the principle through the lens of quality control and management circles. He found that 20% of the quality flaws are responsible for 80% of the problems. The fundamental tenet of the 80-20 rule is that the majority of causes have the least impact, while the minority have the greatest. 80% and 20% won't always remain literally true, so it's important to remember that the 80-20 rule isn't a magic formula. Sometimes the ratio could be 70-30 or even 95-5. What you want to strive for is to recognize the important few things that have impact and what the unimportant majority things are. Now let's look at how you can use the 80-20 rule in your life. First, let's look at our personal relationships. Think about your circle of friends. Are they all close friends? Most people can identify a few important friendships, the people that they want to spend the most time with, and then a larger group of people that they enjoy but don't see all the time. If you look at a relationship with a loved one, you can see that often there's a small number of things that can cause conflict. If you're able to identify 20% of issues that cause 80% of your negative interactions, you can then work to address and resolve them since it is a minority of your problems with that person. What can the 80-20 rule tell us about time management? Well, if you identify the tasks that take up the majority of your time and either eliminate or cut them out of your schedule, you can claim that time back and use it for tasks that are important to you. For example, what if you wanted to make it a priority to go to the gym 3 times a week or to read more books? The first thing you'd start with is keeping a detailed record of the time you spend doing everything you do over the course of the week. When we look at the records, we'll often find that we spend more time than we realize watching TV or surfing social media. Figuring out a way to eliminate those, or combine them, will enable you to fit the gym or reading into your schedule. You can also use the 80-20 rule to prioritize your tasks. If you know that you spend 80% of your time reading and replying to emails as they come in, you may choose to change things around and leave your email closed until a designated time, and then focus only on that. In the times that your email is closed, you focus on another activity and move your goals forward. How else do we see the 80-20 rule show up in life? Well, what about your wardrobe? Many people have a wardrobe full of clothes and yet wear the same handful of things most of the time. When it comes to a library, only 20% of the books in the collection are checked out on a regular basis. Studying also falls into this pattern as your course material isn't all equally important. It makes more sense to focus on the material that is very important rather than wasting hours on less important things or things you understand more or come more easily to you. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Join us in our next video where we discuss the Pareto Principle in business. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.